Welcome back, Insomniacs. It's Kurious Cyclopes.
And Steve.
We just wanted to say that we missed you guys very much, and I guess we got a little fun topic today as well. We are going to talk about some of our favorite bloody scenes from horror films. So obviously, blood and horror, they go hand in hand.
Right.
And as horror movies went along further and further, they got bloodier and bloodier, I would say.
Yeah.
And gore, it's been a big selling point of horror films, but we're just going to talk about some of our most favorite iconic bloody scenes. So, Steve, what do you got to start with?
I don't know if this is has stood the test of time enough to be iconic, but in the Evil Dead remake, obviously the whole last act of the movie with the raining blood, it's pretty fucking bloody.
Yeah, everyone knows I'm not a huge fan of remakes, but that Evil Dead remake did so much that the original didn't, and that's the kind of shit I like to see. And the fact that it literally was raining blood, wow.
Right.
That was incredible, because Evil Dead has always been known for being very, very bloody, but that literally took it up to the next level.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what was your reaction when you first saw the blood raining down?
I mean, I think after you get the Slayer song out of your head, I thought it was awesome, dude. The gore level that they ramped up in that movie, like, you never thought it could be done, but like they really tried to kick it into overdrive.
Do you know the actress's name? The lead
Ooh,
girl?
I don't. Not offhand.
Well, I was gonna say that must have been a challenge working in such a slippery environment with with all that blood raining down on you. So yeah, that's definitely a good one. And it was interesting that he went with the remake, obviously, because everyone knows the other ones were well known for blood. But yeah, they definitely took it up a notch.
Right.
All right, so we'll pass it on to me. So, right away, I will go to The Shining. Man, remember how I always talk about Bravo? They had like top 100 scariest moments or whatever. The Shining is always up there for the elevator scene. When the elevator doors open up and all that blood just comes running through. Holy fucking shit. Like, even how it's like slow motion and it's slowly rushing at you, a big ocean of blood. Like, dude, that was apparently disturbing to a lot of people when that first came out.
I mean, it's like a fucking tidal wave of blood, dude.
Does Stanley Kubrick really use blood typically in movies? I guess I wouldn't say so, because they're not necessarily horror, but it's cool that it must have been like maybe his first time actually making a bloody scene. So he's like, fuck it, let's just have a whole elevator filling up the hallway of blood. So yeah, I mean, it definitely creeped me out as a kid, and I know it still irks a lot of people who don't like blood.
Yeah.
So that's definitely iconic.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'm next.
Yep, we'll just go back and forth.
I guess I'm sticking with newer movies.
That's fine.
But Cabin in the Woods, that scene where
that movie.
When like the military people start coming in and the girl unleashes all the elevators and the monsters like just rain hell on the military guys, it's a fucking bloodbath.
I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that definitely got messy. Alright, so let's go on to Stephen King, Carrie. Everyone knows that, Carrie, obviously it's like a masterpiece of a film, but specifically when that girl pulls the string during prom to prank her and all that pig blood gets all over her. Dude, I would say when I was a kid, it didn't necessarily horrify me. It grossed me the fuck out.
Right.
Because, like, it's not like someone got cut and there's blood. They just got a bucket of pig's blood and dumped it all over her. And that shit was, like, all in her hair, all in her face. And obviously, she got her revenge after that. But, dude, that scene is, like I said, it's a little more disgusting just knowing it's pig's blood going all over you. So, and obviously that's a big bloody scene that people remember.
Oh, yeah. So. I mean, it's inspired so many other things to do a similar version or parody or whatever.
I saw the remake of Carrie.
Yeah, me
Of
too.
course they did, but I don't think they improved upon the blood scene at all.
No,
really.
I don't think so either.
I don't even remember much of it, so that's any indicator for you on how good I thought it was. So.
Yeah. This next movie, I don't even really like this movie, but this scene always, like, stuck with me for some reason. But in Hostel 2, the one kill is where like a girl undresses, lays down in this weird like bathtub sort of thing, and then like another person's body comes in on like a chain or whatever, like hanging, suspended over her, and she takes like one of those scythes or sickles, whatever you call those fucking things, and just starts like hacking the girl while she's laying underneath her and like literally bathing in the blood that's coming down on top of her.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
I don't think I saw Hostel 2.
I mean, it's a shitty movie,
only three,
but
right?
yeah, that scene for some reason, like I always remember it.
Definitely sounds bloody.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I can't recall saying that I saw it. I might have. I really don't remember, but
yeah,
that sounds like a good bloody one.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. We actually reviewed this recently, and it's a nod to our show title. So let's talk about A Nightmare on Elm Street. You actually gave a lot of information about how they had the revolving room for the blood scene, in which what was his name? Glenn, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Glenn gets sucked into his bed, and then the bed just erupts with blood, like. And he said how the blood was going places it wasn't supposed to, and people were afraid they were gonna get electrocuted. But dude, that did scare me when I was a kid. When I saw that blood erupt out of bed, because blood didn't always just freak me out, but seeing that violently erupt out of his bed, yeah, that scared the shit out of me. Especially because they're like, okay, obviously, he got gutted up, so that's probably his blood. But who owns the rest of that blood? Like all his victims, like everyone he ever killed, all the blood's just squeezing out of the bed. But,
yeah, right.
So it was artistic as it was freaky. But yeah, that's definitely a nice one.
Yeah. Oh, going a little older this time. Obviously, Dead Alive. Back when Peter Jackson was still a good director.
See, I'm sure you got a fun fact for us. I love Dead Alive. So.
Yeah, I believe it's the most bloody movie, but also like,
I always heard that, and I never heard that someone took the crown.
Yeah, so it was 300 liters of blood were used just in the lawnmower scene at the end of the movie alone.
Just in that one scene, it was 300 liters?
Yep, they said that the lawnmower was rigged to pump out 5 gallons of blood every second.
How the fuck do you even make that?
Right.
Dude, so I'm thinking 5 gallons of milk except blood.
Right.
You're telling me every second.
Every second.
Wow.
And think about it.
Holy shit.
If you put it into perspective, this is when Peter Jackson's still an independent filmmaker. He's not well known. Where the fuck are you getting the money to get all this fake blood and shit?
Were they able to purchase it in bulk, or did they have to make it themselves to save a couple bucks?
Right, that's true, yeah.
I mean, because we know there's methods with corn syrup and other things.
You imagine it would have to be something thinner for a scene like that where they're really like spraying it out.
Yeah, otherwise they would probably clog up the hoses that they were using in the lawnmower. But, dude, the fact that it's 30 liters in one scene, I can't even imagine how much blood they use in the movie. I bet you they can't even give you an exact number because they probably just plowed through all that blood and pumped it out.
And that's not that long of a scene either. It's like 3 minutes or something maybe?
Yeah.
So you're doing like 100 liters of blood every minute.
But you could even see the lead roll with the lawnmower. He's getting blood like all over. It looks real. Like he's like, shit, like it's getting all up in my eyes, all up in my face. That can't feel good getting in your orifices, like your nose, and your ears.
Exactly. Probably had to shower a million times
you know that
after
feeling
that.
when you get water in your ear? Imagine fake blood.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's gross. But yeah, Dead Alive, very, very good choice. Yeah. So I'm gonna go really old. So I'm gonna dedicate this bloody scene to my Aunt Barbara. So you know I love Vincent Price. We haven't really talked about him too much yet, because that's very old black and white stuff. But there was an extremely infamous scene from a film called The Tingler. You ever hear of The Tingler?
No, I don't think so.
Well, it's one of William Castle's classic films, and the whole film is in black and white, of course, because that was the time.
Right.
Yet there's one scene where this lady walks in the bathroom and she sees blood pouring out of the faucet to the sink, and then she turns and she sees blood in this bathtub, and then slowly a bloody hand comes out of the bathtub. This is why it's so iconic. When you saw this movie, it shocked the hell out of everyone because the blood was actually red. So they went back to the film and they spliced in like red blood. So so the whole time it's black and white, and obviously color movies weren't really a thing. So when you're watching that in a theater and all of a sudden you're seeing actual red blood when everything else is black and white, that unsettled a lot of people. Like, I'm sure some people got queasy. Who knows? Maybe they even threw up, because you know how sensitive back then they were to like horror films in general.
Right.
So, but yeah, the Tingler's blood scene with the bath in the bathroom. Oh my God. And guess what? I was a kid when I saw that, and it didn't scare me, but it stunned me. Because I was like, how the hell is that red? And that's when I first realized, like, wow, you could put color in black and white. Like,
right.
So, yeah, shout out to Vincent Price and William Castle for that one.
I got one more. It's less horror. It pushes kind of like action, but in Blade, the Wesley Snipes Blade.
Oh my god, I haven't seen those since I was a kid.
It's been a while, dude, but I always remember that like first scene where they're at the club and everybody's dancing and shit, and all of a sudden the sprinklers start spraying out blood and everybody's turning into vampires.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah.
You know, I think I saw that clip even going around the internet the other day, just because, you know, they have all these viral clips these days. It was just like, oh, Blade, blood shower scene, and I was like, okay, I'll watch it.
Oh, wow.
Why not? It came through my news feed,
right.
So, but yeah, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, it was great.
That must have been a lot of blood as
I'm
well.
Sure.
And again, it must have been really thin to go through the sprinklers.
Yeah,
but,
it was probably just like food colored water.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it was up close and personal.
Right,
it was just
exactly.
everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, well, I got one more too. So I'm gonna throw in a foreign film. One of my favorite foreign films I ever saw in my life. It's called Hostel, but in America it's called House, and it's like a mix of like kung fu, horror. Like, it's really fucking wacky, but it actually genuinely creeped me out. And I just saw it a few years ago for the first time.
Yeah.
But there's a scene when there's like a mural of an evil cat, and it's the cat that lives at the house. But for some reason, they look at the mural of the painting of the cat on the wall, and all of a sudden, blood just starts shooting out of the cat's mouth from the painting. So much blood came out, I swear to God, in the movie. It filled up the whole fucking house of blood, to the point where the girl was floating on a mattress, and the mattress was already all the way up to the ceiling.
Oh, wow.
Because it literally filled the house with blood. And she was literally like floating, like, oh my God, like, I don't want to drown in the blood. I never saw something that exaggerated. But that's why I like some foreign films.
Oh,
They exaggerate things differently than us. But the fact that Hostel, the fact that they filled up a whole room of blood, wow. And I really recommend that movie. But that might be one of the most disturbing bloody scenes I've seen in recent years. Even though it's old, I just saw it in recent years.
Right.
But yeah, that's bloody as hell. So, of course, as always, share some of your favorite bloody scenes with us. And yes, I know there's a lot of them that we probably didn't mention, but again, you can't mention every single little thing in these videos. Right. Otherwise, it'll be a 20-hour live stream.
Yeah, nobody wants to see our ugly mugs for that long.
Plus, we always leave a little bit out because we want to hear what you have to say. So tell us your bloody scenes, you know? What are your favorite ones? There's plenty out there. All right, but that's going to wrap up this episode. So thank you for watching, Kurious Cyclopes.
And Steve.
And this is Never Sleep Again TV. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, guys.